Your friendly Pisces sun with this Pisces full moon, and sun is in Virgo. Guys. Yeah. So a miracle happened, and I'm giving you this healing work. Saved me. I had, no symptoms, as you guys may or may not know. The COVID hit my whole family. I left videos on my page. Maybe I'll put a link in the description box, but it was no joke because 4 of the 5 of us were vaccinated, and it was horrible. For my 2 girls, my 23-year-old and 15-year-old, and 44-year-old husband, assed out. Marcus, my son, 19, no symptoms. I had so small, still have like a little bit of cold, chest cold, but it's been 10 days. And so what happened 2 days ago is I took a turn for the worse just because of asthma in my chest. So went to the hospital, and they were like, yeah, we might keep you. We're going to give you the mononuclear, the infusion that my daughter had, like with the antibodies, and you're real sick, and we're just going to give you prednisone and this and that. We're going to take your blood because it looks like there's like something going on with your heart, all this stuff from the COVID. And so I made an executive decision. Like, I listen and trust spirit at all times, honestly, especially my spirit guide, especially my dad's energy. And he was all around me that day. And so a long story short, I decided, you know what? I will take the prednisone. It's a steroid to open up your lungs, like bronchial tubes. I was born with a right lung that has it's called bronchiectasis. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but basically 2 small bronchial tubes in one lung, so it can't flush out just even a normal cold. So I would, back in the day before I started doing Reiki, I would get pneumonia like at least twice a year. And so then I started doing energy healing, and everything changed, honestly. Like, when I willed myself for my back pain and my lung, it would make a marked difference. And that being said, I, had done energy work, focusing my intent and my energy and vibrations on to my eldest daughter. Most imperatively, she was just really sick, the one with the 105 temperature when we took her to the hospital, the one that got the infusion, the only one not vaccinated. So I mean, for whatever intents and purposes, just listing it how it is. So in any case, what I did is I said, you know what, I'm going to refuse everything else, but I will take the prednisone to open up my lungs. And, and they were like, promise me you'll come back to the hospital. I was like, promise you'll come back if you have this, this or that. So I came home, and I could have done one or two things. The old Shanny for sure, and even the one that has the Dark Nights of the Soul for, maybe every 6 months, I still will go to that place where I just, instead of doing something about it, like doing something with spirit, with energy work, right? Holistically, looking for echinacea, looking for things that would help to open up. Like, early, guys, it's before my yoga. So, I said to myself, dude, sit here like the boss that you are. Own your power, get into that goddess role. You tell people all the time to do it. You hear your favorite readers say that, pushing for you. The ones that love Pisces, I love them. Shout out of some boss goddess, stepping into my power type of energy work for an hour, sitting there on my bed, like with my hands, the typical, like just legs crossed Indian style with my, hands up prayer. And I had a lot of people on the other side, spirit, praying for us as well. I had also shout out to Brittany and all of her friends that were graciously through Facebook putting things on as a prayer chain. And it's like, I haven't experienced that in so long because I haven't had Facebook since 2018 in so long. And so that was really nice. And then, of course, the relatives, my mother-in-law, my mom, everyone else that knew, my sister-in-law, shout out Margie Renee, was really cool texting me. But it was so late afternoon. I sat there and just truly, I called on every single spirit, every deity, every single relative that had ever the most. I must have, in my head, as I meditated, named every single person that I could think of, including, people in spirit, because I believe that time-space continuum. We are all living in oneness. It's very hard to describe what I think I grasp or what I believe, but I do feel as if anyone that you send out this energy, it stays somewhere permeating. And I feel that I and you you as well, can get to the point where you are so determined and so focused and so, you know, stepping into the faith too, not just the power. You're so faithful that something is going to come about. It is truly power of intent and power of prayer and power of energy, you guys. And it's, you know, it's not debatable in my opinion, because you know, even if someone says, oh, that's bullshit, I'll say, well, then you know what? Why don't you tell the scientists that about the placebo effect? Because I've been knowing that since the 80s. I used to get baffled. I'm like, wait. You trick people into thinking that they're taking a medicine that they're not taking, but they still heal because they think they're taking a medicine to heal. In my opinion, that is vibrational medicine energy work. So it was amazing. I got done with the meditation and I popped like my eyes open and I had to come running down the stairs to everyone. And I'm like, they didn't believe it because they just had took me to the hospital. So I come running downstairs in my yoga outfit. Yeah, I know I have issues. Like I go too hard my whole life or never. It's like the go, like whenever I can, the green light is on, I'm like, oh, let me do overwork. It's just, I don't know, my Capricorn moon, I think. My emotions don't lie. You know, they want to, they want to work when I'm in modes like this. It's very intriguing because I do tend to, or I have in the past, tend to get into patterns of the opposite. So we're going to hope that I don't do that. But breathing was crystal clear. I was like, listen, and I breathed and I said, I'm going to do yoga. I'm healed. And since then, honestly, and I haven't taken any more prednisone because it makes me really feel weird. I took obviously the one at the hospital and then another dose. And then they wanted me to take 5 more days. And it's like, if anyone has ever tried steroids, they're not metabolic, I don't think, but you know, if you've ever had lung problems, then if you get to a point where they can't do anything with the albuterol, which is like the asthma inhaler or a machine like nebulizer, you basically have no other choice but to open up the bronchial tubes, especially mine. So it was, you know, it was just something I've definitely had prednisone, I'd say over 15 times in my life easy. And every time I take it, it makes me feel kind of like the way I feel right now talking. Not, you know, not so much uncomfortable, but it's just a strange feeling. It's just a strange type of agitation, maybe, that's not really directed at anything. And if you know what restless leg syndrome is, it's like makes your whole body kind of feel like that, and I just don't like it. I don't like uppers because, as you guys know, I mean, I'm basically a person who used to, I'm a recovering alcoholic and, you know, anti-anxiety medication, Xanax, and so I like to obviously go to sleep my problems away, or I did. And so, yeah, I don't even like to take Sudafed. I am naturally high-strung. My mother used to play the silent game. She's a Virgo, shout out. Her birthday is on the full moon, tomorrow on the 20th. And I'm a Pisces, she's Virgo, and it's just funny because she literally was like, to people whenever they'd first meet me, and they're like, she always like this? And then people have to see me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, they'll find out that there's even, you know, another side to me, of course, but that's, you know, rare, or if something really tragic is going down, I'll get the melancholy, like sad, emotional vibes. But, you know, long story short, totally feel funky with the prednisone and felt that I needed to take it into my own hands. I haven't taken it, and I've been doing a lot of, you know, powerful meditations and for healing. So I'm stoked to report that. And then also my babies are finally, gosh, they're finally getting out of their bed. This thing was a beast. It was like, they did not go anywhere. I fed them, though they didn't really eat for 7 days, but chicken broth, they, you know, the poor things could barely, they were so dizzy and sick and wheezy and just out of oxygen. Like in the 80s, they could barely get to the bathroom. They went to the bathroom, the bed, sleep, delirium when they wake up. I get them Gatorades, drinks. It was so scary. I mean, honestly, it was scary. It was like, okay, there's my first experience hands-on with coronavirus. And it's not like I wasn't cautious. I was cautious even after I got my shot. I just had gotten my shot and gone to Disneyland in May. So I would have thought if we were at that kind of place, you know, and we were protected with masks and vaccinated, how could we get it being so careful now? And my husband and my daughter, my youngest daughter, get it so bad. I mean, he went to the hospital too. He had low oxygen, but he did not have any bronchitis or pneumonia, which was great. But you know, it was a beast, and I am so thankful that I think that is, for the most part, I'm thinking that is behind us because of the marked improvement, you know, of everyone. I mean, it's not like the flu, like when you recover from the flu and you kind of can go faster, like it's that one day that you break and then the next day you're good. It's not like that. It is very, very tedious, very slow. I still don't have, I'll say I have about 10-15% only of taste and smell. So does everyone else. It's so brutal as far as what, you know, whatever this coronavirus is, probably, I've never debated that it's probably man-made, manufactured, maybe put out on purpose, on accident. It's ominous. It's not, it doesn't feel natural. Then again, I've never had Ebola or like the plague or any kind of scary thing that is really powerful. Chickenpox, but nothing is as, it just looks like death. It honestly does. Like, I mean, their face, I was like, holy shit, I might literally lose one of these people because, you know, it's a Delta variant, the new variant, and it just, the way that they just really, really suffered was crazy. So I wanted to update that and tell you vibrational medicine, power of intent, if you want to do the placebo, you know, thought pattern, if you prefer that kind of mindfulness or power of, you know, the will, you know, law of attraction, what you know, exude, you know, put out, you're going to get back. Like if you put out good energy and say that you're going to get healed, then you will. Whatever you want to put it into place and perspective. I wanted to do this message to report to you guys and say thank you for Brittany and everyone else. It was totally cool because it was really serious. And also just encourage you guys because it's going to get rougher, of course. There's a lot. And it's like, even if we're not in the same state, not in the same country, there's a lot, right, that we're going to have to go through. I feel like I love to be optimistic. As a matter of fact, I still will be optimistic when shit goes down, and it is still going down as, you know, on a daily basis, like different things that are serious. And so the thing is buckle up, buckaroos. It is really something I think that I'm going to try so hard to use for all kind of things, not just healing when I am desperate, you know, I need to breathe. I do it on my back consistently, but I never think of, you know, meditating with the power of intent for like maybe psychological, you know, benefits or things like that, just to heal anything. I wanted to just pledge that if you guys do it, you can definitely have results, absolutely. And it's just about believing in it and saying it over and over into your head. And you know, this light, you can envision light. It's either you can do any color, but it's like a golden translucent, like kind of type of fog, like this light, heavenly light, or you know, it can be golden crystalline. You can do all kind of things. White is my favorite. If it's, you know, I use it for my breathing the white light. So as far-fetched as some people would say this, you know, testimony is, I'll go back and I digress regarding placebo effect. So I don't care, you know, what you think I got helped with. The main point is I'm back. Like, I'm totally feeling better. And as I'm a Pisces only child, my mom is a Virgo. September 20th is her birthday, so it's special. She's living down near me, about 10 minutes away. It's a bummer because of course we cannot go near her for a while until we test negative, and we were still testing positive 2 days ago. So I've been laying low with 2 masks and sneaking out like I am doing right now. Sunrise to do, or evening, or in the middle of the baseball field, so right, to do my yoga. And yeah, family gets better. Thank you. I love you guys. This shit is serious. as hell. I'm not trying to come on here to do a PSA. You know, I have tried hard to keep this off my channel, but yeah, it's life or death. And I do not, for the record, I do not agree. It's fine if people get mad at me in this regard too. I do not agree with the mandated vaccines. I seriously don't. I have a weird story. I got a reaction from the Johnson so bad that you'd think it would have detoured me from getting like another shot if we have to. No, I'm not. I know that it's you know, foolproof. It's not foolproof. I mean, I know it's probably like got some issues. They didn't work out the kinks, but do I think that there is microchips in the vaccine? Do I think that it is ominous, like a new world order that is manufacturing these vaccines? No. Do I think it's piece of shit pharma companies that probably got together with somebody, release this shit so that they can have an immunization to help everybody? Yeah, sure. That's more likely to me. So in any case, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful full moon. As you can tell, jazzed on the Piscean energy. And it should be like not this way forever. Like, for instance, yesterday I was, like I said, agitated feeling, because I guess because of prednisone, and just a lot is going down. Oh, it's going dead. So good time to end, you guys. And I will go and film my yoga, and then I will continue to rest. And I just want to say thank you for everything you are, guys. Blessings, love, and light.